I grew up in East Bakersfield, California. I grew up in the ghetto of East Bakersfield, California. I grew up in 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 East Bakersfield, California. I was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I grew up and was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I grew up and was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I grew up and was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I was raised in East Bakersfield, California. I also grew up in Stockdale, California. I grew up in Stockdale, California. I also grew up in Stockdale, California. I grew up in Lamont, California. In California, you either belong to something, or if you don't, you die quick. Mi familia es Catholic. My family is Catholic. Many in my family are Catholic. Mi familia es Catholic. In 2006, I went to visit with a relative who was stationed out on the East Coast, U.S. And on my way back here, we stopped in a town where I was harassed by several people. These men took my ID card and told me that I couldn't legally prove that that was my face in the picture on the ID card, on my California ID card. And I argued with them and I said, that is my face and that is my name and that is my ID card. And then he replied to me and said, well, how about I cut your nose and your head off so you can't prove who you are? After that happened, there were other people that were around, and I got back on the I got back on the transportation system, and I came all the way back here. And I believe that some of my stuff got left there, family pictures and a container. Well, when I came back here, I told my relatives and my friends what happened. And we didn't know it at the time, but these people are in with the Bloods criminal syndicate that operate out of that place, and there are thousands and thousands of them that live there. It's all over the news all of the time. So these people followed me back here, and they started living here in this town, and they started making like videos and putting them on the internet. They defrauded my identity information and my personal information, and they were spreading around lies and emails about us over the internet. They were photoshopping themselves in our pictures online, and there was some kind of a thing that was happening where they were blocking us from seeing that online. So this person does not look like me. After that, they were going around showing people in Oildale a picture of a barrel of acid inside of what looked like to be inside of a jail, and there was a person that was dissolving in the barrel of acid. They threatened to put me into a barrel of acid, and they had several people come here, and they were drugging me, and they were following me around and defrauding me and defrauding my family's information. They were creating social media accounts online where they were using our information and putting themselves in our pictures by photoshopping themselves into our pictures, or using like software to do that. They threatened to kill us several times, and they were following us around, and well, we reported it and we told everybody what was happening. In addition to that, they all got caught, and it was put on the news that they were growing opium poppies outside. They found over 10 acres of opium poppies that they were growing outside, and they quickly put it on the news and put the blame off on the Bloods criminal syndicate that operate out there, that they're in with. So a lot of these people are sex, money, murder bloods and Pyru bloods, and they're in with this Mafia group that operates with them. Some of them come in and out of Southern California on the trains and different transportation systems. This person also went to the DMV and got an ID card in my name here in town, and we know that because one of the ID cards popped out at a relative's former address. So he kept trying to make it look like he's related to us, but he's not related to us, and we don't know him. And then he kept pretending to be me as well. I did what I could to protect my family, but everybody kept making me forget everything, and I was drugged many times and continuously for several years. I couldn't remember everything, but now I am beginning to remember everything. To maintain and show everybody who my family is online with real pictures, and they got mad about that and they stole my family book with my family pictures in them again. If I don't have this information online all the time, then what will happen is they will start to Photoshop themselves in our pictures and make duplicated accounts and try to trick everybody about who we are so that they can try to come and kill us. I'm not sure how far back this goes. I've tried to research it, but I know that my grandmother has something to do with starting a town in Los Angeles County back in the 60s, the 1960s. And much of my family are Nazilowriders. They do know about this. They may have already previously known about it. But this person who originally did this in that state, the person that stole my ID card, he's not black. So we do have a picture of this person, and we have spread this information around to friends and family. Later on, I went toe-to-toe with some kind of a mafia group where I saw somebody who looks like me who is in this mafia group. I don't know for sure if this mafia group is connected to the same mafia group on the East Coast that operates with the Bloods Criminal Syndicate. I saw this person in the Washington airport in Seattle, Washington in 2018. But we are not related to this person. I don't know him. I've never seen him before. There's also another person in the U.S. military that looks like me, and we're not related to him either. He was not helping me. So what these people are doing is they came here to this town. They've come to Bakersfield and Oildale, and they are trying to make it look like they're from here. They're trying to make it look like they have history here. But as far as I know, they don't. They're making up fake information and fake histories, and they're putting it on the internet. But any expert or any person with knowledge of this place will know that they're lying by looking at this information. So I know that they were setting up social media accounts